another question. How important is geographic location? Do you need to live somewhere where your style is very popular, where there are a lot of people in general, or even the opposite, living somewhere a little smaller where you can become known? Or with the internet, does that not really matter anymore?
All right. So answering your question about the geographic locations, yeah, on the internet, I really don't feel that matters much. You don't need to. I mean, like you used to have to live in like one of the major markets, New York or Nashville or LA. But like, yeah, in today's day and age, I don't think it really matters. At least like the entire DIY movement would say that it does not matter, and I think that's pretty much true. It's not about anything more than trying to figure out how are you going to stand out as an artist, and how are you going to find who your audience is. So the key thing here is to just, again, when we talked about this earlier with the business plan stuff, is you want to learn about who your audience is, what kind of people like your music, and then try to figure out where can I find these people. Are there certain online communities that that I can find them in? One of our clients that we have been talking to lately, she feels like the art that she makes and her music, kind of lends itself well to like, video games and anime. So she can kind of start targeting, places like that to build, groups and things of that nature. So it's really more in my opinion, it's really more about just finding out who your audience is first and foremost, and then looking for, places where you can kind of tap into. But you don't need to live anywhere specific. You can be probably in the middle of, Kansas somewhere, as long as you're savvy with, the online and how you're going to target them. Obviously, if you're in the middle of Kansas where there isn't a big, music following, or anywhere where it's not a big music following, you'll be more online than offline. And especially during COVID right now. I mean, if you think from that standpoint, everyone's stuck in their apartment. So when you're stuck in your apartment and you can't go anywhere, your location really doesn't matter. Everyone is in the same exact boat as you are. So it's trying to figure out, okay, where is my audience? How do I tap into them? How do I grow an audience? And again, I'm going to recommend this to everybody, is the best way to build an audience isn't by targeting audiences. It's by targeting other artists and bands, or strategic partners online that might have a service or a charity that you might want to, donate some of your stuff to. Any place that has their own separate span of audiences that you can tap into, that will recommend your music either through an event that you do or something that you're working on with them. That is honestly the best way to grow. It does take longer to do it that way, but you're getting quality leads and quality people in your list instead of just, 10,000 followers, or 10,000 streams. Like, all that stuff doesn't matter, in my opinion, because you're not getting repeat customers or people that actually care about your career. Anyone will like a post and anyone will, stream a song. But what you want are people that actually like you as a person, like your music, and are willing to follow you and support everything that you do. And that only comes by taking the time to build personal relationships with people. And the best way to start that is by working with someone that has a fan base that they can recommend you to, and vice versa.
Yeah, I mean, I will say with locality, there you do have the benefit in certain cities with good venues and popular music venues and all that kind of thing. Your busking may be a little more successful on a street with people on it, but what's more important, even that, like what we recommend to people even that live in New York City or Austin, Texas or anything, is house concerts are very effective, almost more effective for getting fans, because you have kind of some FaceTime with them. You can, get to know the host and get to know all their friends and all that kind of thing. We can talk about that anytime if you guys want, if they're interested in house concerts as a whole concept that we can explain, but you just got to get creative with your events. If you don't have a music venue that you can kind of like lean on to have an install base, or, have all the music equipment and stuff, you just got to kind of get creative with your shows. But it's not impossible. And in some ways it's more effective that way.
Yeah. I mean, COVID obviously has hurt the industry a tremendous amount because of the live show aspect. But I mean, TJ and I, from the get-go, both felt like this is going to be the best thing for musicians. Now, obviously not right away. But the reason why we say that for is because an online stream show, when if it's done right and done creatively, it's the best of both worlds. I mean, you have lower overhead costs for the stream that you're putting on. You can connect with artists and fans from anywhere in the world. And it's just, it allows you to easily share your online channels with everybody and get people like into your funnel for, your fan base. And it's way better than, live shows. Obviously we're musicians and we love live music. That's not what we're saying, but even when things open back up, live stream shows should be a big part of your career, because that's where the internet is going. That's where, if you're on Facebook or any, Instagram, like the live streams get immediately promoted, cut right through the algorithm. And the biggest online venues, like if you're on Twitch or another service that specifically focuses on shows and have an install base, like Twitch can technically be like a really massive venue. It just has a whole bunch of people that are into streaming live events and live, shows. And, they have customers that are willing to tip and pay artists. So, focusing your time on services like that are way more beneficial, in my opinion, than just going out and playing a show in your local community. Because in your local community, what are you going to get? Like 20 people, 50 people, if you're lucky, and most of the time when you're doing it, it's people that you're bringing to the venue. So that doesn't help your career at all. It does from the standpoint if you're doing like a CD show for yourself and a release party. But, if you're trying to grow your audience, you have to do things that are going to help expose you to other fans that aren't already on your list. Thanks for watching. If you're looking for expert help with your music career, schedule a call with us today, or you could enroll in one of our free artist development programs. The link for both can be found in the description below. And please don't forget to subscribe. Your support really matters, and we appreciate any help that you can give to the work that we do. Have a great day.